So, turn off the lights, get comfortable, and prepare to enter one of Mexico's most terrifying legends. Today we'll be talking about witches. Since pre-Hispanic times, witches have been a part of Mexican folklore. But we're not talking about fairy tale witches with pointy hats. No, Mexican witches are something completely different, something far more terrifying. In our country, witches are known for their ability to transform. According to the legends and testimonies told in towns all across Mexico, these women practice dark magic and have made a pact with sinister forces that grant them supernatural powers. The most common transformation is that of the Nahual, where the witch turns into an animal, usually nocturnal birds like owls, barn owls, or screech owls. But the most feared form is the flying ball of fire. Hundreds of people in states such as Veracruz, Tlaxcala, Puebla, Oaxaca, and the state of Mexico have reported sightings of these fiery spheres crossing the night sky. Witnesses describe a bright light, sometimes orange, sometimes reddish, moving in an erratic way, as if it had a life of its own. But what is this ball of fire, really? According to tradition, when a witch wants to fly at night, she detaches her legs. Yes, she literally separates from the lower half of her body. Then she applies a magical ointment and utters the words, "Without God and without Holy Mary," transforming into this ball of fire capable of traveling at great speed. During these nocturnal journeys, witches search for victims. It is said that they can suck the blood of babies and young children, cause illnesses, curse entire families, or steal a person's life energy while they sleep. Elders in many Mexican towns still remember the precautions their parents and grandparents used to take, placing scissors in the shape of a cross under babies' pillows, spreading salt on doorways, praying before going to sleep, and never, ever walking alone on dark roads at night. But there's something even more disturbing. According to legend, if you find a witch's legs while she's flying and sprinkle them with salt or chili, she will not be able to reattach them. She will be condemned to wander as a ball of fire for all eternity, or die at dawn. Now, I want to share with you the testimony of Don Rafael Hernandez, a 68-year-old farmer from a small town in Tlaxcala who lived through an encounter he will never forget. This happened approximately 25 years ago when Don Rafael was just over 40. That October night, he was walking back home after a gathering in a neighboring town. It was around 11 at night, and the dirt road was completely dark, lit only by a waning moon. Don Rafael walked at a brisk pace. He knew those roads well and wasn't afraid of the dark. But that night, something was different. The air felt heavy, dense, and there were no sounds at all. No crickets, no dogs in the distance, nothing. Suddenly, he saw a light on the horizon. At first, he thought it was someone with a flashlight, but the light began approaching far too quickly. It wasn't a flashlight. It was a ball of fire flying directly toward him, zigzagging through the air with impossible movements. Don Rafael froze. The sphere of fire stopped about 20 meters away, suspended in the air as if it were watching him. At that moment, Don Rafael says he felt a cold chill run down his entire body, and he heard a whisper, like someone speaking an ancient language he couldn't understand. The ball of fire began descending slowly toward the ground, getting closer and closer. Terrified, Don Rafael remembered his grandmother's words, "If you ever encounter a witch, entrust yourself to God and show no fear." With a trembling voice, Don Rafael began reciting the Our Father aloud. As soon as the first words left his mouth, the ball of fire recoiled violently as if the words were burning it. But it didn't leave. It began circling around him faster and faster, creating a ring of blazing light. Don Rafael kept praying, louder each time, adding the Hail Mary and any prayer he could remember. He reached into his pocket, pulled out the small rosary he always carried with him, and held it up toward the sphere of fire. At that moment, the ball of fire let out a chilling sound, like a woman's scream mixed with an animalistic shriek. It shot upward into the sky and sped off toward the nearby hills, leaving a trail of sparks. Don Rafael ran home without looking back. When he finally arrived, it was nearly 2 a.m. His wife had been waiting anxiously, and when she saw his pale face and trembling hands, she knew something terrible had happened. That same night, several people in the town reported seeing the ball of fire, and the next morning, something strange happened. At the home of Doña Lucia, a solitary woman who lived on the outskirts of town and whom many regarded with suspicion, they found her lifeless body in her garden. She had burns all over her body, as if she had been exposed to intense fire. Yet strangely, there was no fire anywhere around her. Rumors spread quickly. The elders of the town said that Doña Lucia was a Nahual, a witch who had terrorized the region for years. The theory was that when Don Rafael prayed and raised the rosary, the divine power wounded the witch so severely that she barely managed to return to her human form before dying. Don Rafael never again walked alone at night. To this day, he always carries his rosary with him, and he advises anyone who will listen to never underestimate the dark forces that dwell in the Mexican night, but also never forget that faith is the most powerful shield against them. This testimony from Don Rafael leaves us with several important reflections. First, what did he really see that night? Was it truly a witch transformed into a ball of fire, or is there a natural explanation for these phenomena? Some skeptics mention swamp gases, atmospheric electrical phenomena, or even hallucinations caused by fear. But can any of these explanations account for Doña Lucia's death that very same night? The truth is, in Mexico, these stories are not isolated cases. Thousands of people across generations have reported similar encounters. Entire towns share these experiences, passing them down from parents to children as very real warnings. Beyond whether we believe in the literal existence of witches, there is something undeniable. These stories reflect our deepest fears, our relationship with the unknown, and our need to protect ourselves from forces we cannot fully understand. They also speak to the power of faith. In almost every testimony, those who survive encounters with witches do so through prayer, religious symbols, or unwavering faith. Is this a real power, or simply the psychological effect of staying calm in situations of extreme panic? Perhaps we will never know the absolute truth, but what we do know is that on Mexican nights, when the wind whispers through the trees and shadows stretch along lonely roads, there are stories that remain alive, fears that persist, and mysteries that defy all logical explanations. And so, my friends, this has been today's story about the witches of Mexico. I hope you enjoyed it, and above all, that it made you reflect on these mysteries that are part of our culture. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot and helps me keep bringing you more stories of terror and mystery. I invite you to check out our other long videos where we've explored topics like La Llorona, the Chupacabras, and the ghost of Mexican haciendas. We also have shorts with quick, chilling tales you can watch anytime for an instant scare. In the video description, I've included links to the most striking testimonies and to our complete playlist of Mexican creatures. Tell me in the comments, have you ever had an encounter with a witch or seen something unexplainable at night? I'd love to read your experiences. And remember, when you walk at night and see a strange light in the sky, it might be best to stay home. See you in the next video. Take care, and may you have sweet nightmares.